It's a game of patience, persistence, perseverance. Some people log into the dusty wastelands of DayZ hoping to survive. Not me. I want friends. I want foes. I want to slay. And if everything goes according to plan, I want to make all the little boys on the server fear me. But before any of that can happen, we need a character, an avatar, one of my little virtual dolls to play with. Let's make her. Let's see. 68.1 hours logged. I love this game. I do. But the thing is, I don't play it to survive, kill, you know, all the other usual things you would associate with a zombie killing game. Just like any other, simulator, open world, RPG, I like to get in touch with my inner child and act like I'm sitting on the floor in a pull-up diaper making Barbie houses out of hardcover books. And since this is one of my favorite games, and I want to create a YouTube channel that depicts a love for video games in its simplest form, I'm going to turn my gameplay into a story. Every decision we make and every goodie we find will affect who she will become. Yes, we will die a lot, but with each death, her soul, and my insanely strong imagination, will reincarnate into a newer, stronger form until we can call ourselves feared in the server, one server that I pick eventually, that I'm not going to tell you which one it is. So the idea for this character came from a drawing I made during a live. I wanted to do a backstory for that pink checkered collared dress and the teddy bear and make like a zombie kid. And I ended up making a little girl zombie dropping a doll that says Brianna instead of Brian, which I guess I could turn into a brother now that I think about it. And it could be Brian. Maybe I should do that. So I drew a picture of that here. So this is actually going to be our main character. So this is kind of how I came up with it, was I drew this concept and then her, and I was like, well, who is she? Does she survive? Then I thought about who the girl was attacking. It's our girl, my little doll to play with, my little minion. The first zombie encounter our girl had was her little sister / brother, now maybe Brian or Brianna, per the teddy bear name. I really didn't know the lore to DayZ, so I did some research. The outbreak started around 2013 in an ex-Soviet republic. For the simple-ish minded girlies like me, we're gonna be thinking like Russia-ish, okay? Side note, in the DayZ Reddit, people will share how they go to the real-life DayZ locations, and I think that that's really fun to do a trip like that. I did that kind of for the Fallout New Vegas locations, and it was great. She's about 18 when the apocalypse starts. She's probably an educated girly, and I am just gonna say right now that she played soccer. She has great stamina. Legs. Her heart broke when her sister / brother, Brian / Brianna, turned. She was so young, she quickly adapted to the new environment. Okay, we're talking about a humble baddie here. As a woman, she knows that she's the minority in this apocalypse. She's become very socially manipulative, controlling, and will use anyone to rise to the top. Yay! We'll see how far she can actually get using her youth and looks to control the men around her. And how far I can get pretending to be the one doing that. So this is what she looked like before the apocalypse, okay? I'm saying this is what she looked like at ages like 15. In these drawings, her hair's long, and I imagine her hair to probably have been cut short because it had like blood and zombie guts in it at one point. So I think in real life, the reason it's short is because they didn't want to animate like long hair on the girls, which I get, but yeah. In the end, every empire starts somewhere, and ours is starting out a little lower and grosser and scarier than most, I hope. Today we're drooling over expired chips and I don't know, a month from now we might be hooked up with some lesbian in the game with a bunch of followers, and I don't know. The world is an oyster, because, yeah, this is only the beginning. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to document her story. Every ally, every betrayal, every victory, every terrible decision, every goodie collected. And together we'll see whether she becomes the most powerful girly pop on the server, or another corpse on the beach, or in the city, or all the millions of locations in this game. Thanks for watching!